Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. How are you guys doing? So first, let's welcome you to our first podcast this year. It is a very much New Year's edition. The topics of today are going to be our top 3 favorite games of 2018. The games that we played, which, well, in both cases is not that much. Games we both, either of us look forward to. We both made a top 3 of those. A personal looking forward to in 2019, which is just like very different for each of us. Depends on our situation, most likely. And what we want to accomplish in this upcoming year. So that will be interesting. It's a very New Year's type of episode. Also, I want to wish everybody a very great, bloody 2019. I hope you have a great one. I think that counts for the both of us, actually. I think Lance wants to wish you that as well.
But it's hard to say right now, right? Because it's just like we are 3 days in the new year. So I really hope that everybody has had a really good 2019.
Wish them 19. Also, I do want to notice we are doing a small change in the podcast. We're going to focus on talking to each other about these topics that we selected for approximately 1 hour. And after that 1 hour, we will fully join in chat. Well, we're not going to join chat. We're going to specifically talk to chat and with chat, like about all the topics that we are getting into, which will be on Twitch. I will at least post this on my YouTube, and I'm not sure what else Lance will do with it. He actually can do that as well. Whatever he wants with it as well. And
I'm going to touch it some very weird places.
That is absolutely fine. So that is something we're at least going to try out. Like, focus on just talking, because for me personally, I kind of dozed off after approximately 1 hour. So I think 1 hour talking about topics is great. We can focus on the discussion that we want to have. And then after that, I would very much love it to have this not the same conversation, but like have additions of chat in there as well. And from people that want to join us in discussing. And I think that will be very interesting. So hopefully this new dynamic will be interesting to you as well.
It could be nice. It could be really nice to actually have a look at.
So yeah, that's what we're going to try at least right now. So yeah. First of all, Lance, do you have like anything you want to share, like prior to the topics that we have?
Well, we had at one point we had to go at like talking about more like anime or movies or something like that, just for a warm-up session. And actually today I got kind of bogged down in watching an anime on Netflix.
Yes.
Which was called just a second, I have to
High Score Girls.
Yeah, High Score Girl. High Score Girl, not girls.
Oh, sorry.
A singular.
I just want more girls than one.
Oh, yeah, but there's a couple of girls in it. But no, it's just, I actually found it very interesting, because this series was, when I've looked into it, it was like, that's weird. But the whole series is about this boy who plays a lot of video games, and that's more or less what his whole world is revolving about.
Specifically Street Fighter, right?
Yeah, but in general, every video game you can think of.
Okay.
Around set in Japan, of course, around 90. From as far as I've seen, it's from going from 1992 to 1990. I think we're in 6 now, or something like that.
All right.
And when we get this, when we meet this person the first time, he's like a 6th grader, so I guess he's like 11 or 12 or something like that at that point in time.
I probably.
So yeah, so he's like really just playing, having fun with playing games, and that's all that he wants. And then he meets this girl who just kicks his ass all the time in the games, in like the fighting games, Street Fighter games, and all that. So it's kind of interesting and fun. But there's so many references of the video games and the culture surrounded arcade gaming in
Oh yes.
in the beginning of the 90s, in the middle of the 90s. So you have like a huge, a lot of it is classic anime where you're like following this guy around and how he's a bit quirky around girls because he doesn't really care about girls. He cares about
Video games.
how, yeah, and how good girl. If you meet girls, he measured them from how good are they at video games. He doesn't really have any interest in the romantic relationship, even though you can see that
Seems like a very rational thing to do.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. So, but it's very low key. So there's a lot of interesting perspective.
Well, to be fair, it's a child's view, and I think for a child,
it is.
It is a very it's the right view to have. At least that's the view I kind of had for as a child as well, right?
Oh yeah, it is. It is. But also because it actually goes. I think the first season is ending when he's around 15 or 16 or something like that, I guess. So he's beginning to go into the real teens, and it's just interesting of how everything gets so much more complicated because of that. But it's not like they are trying to force down any romantic explanation of anything. It's more like this is a. It's just I just felt like this is really interesting. Also because it is very minded on the different kind of games you see in the middle of in the start and the middle of the 90s, especially because they actually use a lot of pixel art and stuff like that. So they had the traditional manga, but they also bring in all of the games, and the games actually telling a story. And what's actually really, really very, very interesting is his first encounter with the girl is a girl called Ono. She doesn't say anything, not throughout the whole first season. She hasn't said a word yet. So she does all that she actually does is when she plays a game, he's more or less like he understands her just from playing a game. So I just find it fascinating.
That sounds so anime to me.
Sorry?
That sounds so anime to me.
Oh yeah, but it's still like you know how it is sometimes. Yeah. No, but he understands her without actually understanding her because he's just talking and responding to whatever she's doing in that way. So he's when he's with her, it's like one giant monologue. I actually find it very fascinating because to me it's not normal anime. It's actually trying to take all of this on a higher level because we also have seen this in some of the very good movies which are out there, which also try to use this silence of describing a story or a mood or describing something with the negative space of silence. And this girl is just like completely silent all the time. And then he meets another girl which are like very talkative and all of that, and actually hates games at the start. And then, of course, she falls in love with him, and she wants to. But she actually starts to learn to love the media of games because of him.
Spoilers.
Even though, no, yeah, it's not that subtle.
I don't know. I'm not gonna watch it anyway.
No, yeah, well, so it's just like I find it kind of interesting to see what is actually going on, because everything it's more or less easy to you're not going into to see it as a big surprise, but it's not. I didn't actually feel like it was cringy in any way, because sometimes mangas have or animes has a tendency of trying to make stuff cringy for the comical relief.
What? Really? No, I disagree.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Oh, they do.
No, you just cringe at stuff that's very normal in anime. You're just a fake weep.
Maybe. I still see it as a comical relief most of the time, but it's fine. It's fine. If you have one side of it, I have another one, but they don't really do this. Just they don't really put them in any obscure, obscene,
So,
obnoxious
I want to
thing.
say one thing though, Lance. Like the art style just really threw me off. Like I watched the trailer
Yeah, I totally get it.
and it just I do not know. Like the art style is just
Yeah, yeah, I
Now
totally.
this is not the
I
first
totally
anime I
get
have
it.
this issue with though. Like there's like more animes where I'll be like, huh? No, I'll pass. Like
No, no, but that's the thing because this is also like it's also more it is for teenagers. It is 13 plus. So it is angled towards teenagers.
it's angled towards
And
those Fortnite gamers, isn't it?
I don't know. They have big heads, yeah, and that's for sure.
Well,
They have
that's fine. I don't mind big heads.
weird mouths and
I have
and
watched some
eyes
weird
and stuff.
fucking shit, Lance, and I didn't mind any weird shit at all. Like I watched like Kobayashi Maid Dragon, where it's like dragons that look like humans with dragon features. You cannot think about it, and I have seen it most likely.
Oh
I
yeah,
love
but
it.
that's not an art style. That's
No.
a choice of
Yeah, okay, true.
of storytelling.
Anyway, you want to get to the points of today?
The points of today.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So yeah, unless you don't, if you have anything you,
I have nothing though.
you
No,
want you have nothing. Oh,
I have absolutely nothing. I'm a very boring guy today.
yeah. Well, let's have a look at it because we have like 4 topics today,
Yes.
which we will see if we can actually pinpoint down to a very condensed. So the first topic we're going to talk about is a favorite game of 2018.
Yes.
And the second is games we look forward to in
Correct.
2019. And then we have like a personal looking forward to in 2019. So even though it sounds similar, but that's actually not what it is because the games we look forward to in 2019, it would be like a top 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the same goes for favorite game of the past year.
Yeah, exactly. But the personal looking forward to isn't that more like this is going to be the good thing this year.
No,
I
no
can feel
games.
it, right?
I was thinking about no
Oh,
games.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
like
yeah.
a personal, like
Hmm,
maybe you're gonna do something special or whatever.
yeah. Well, yeah. Let's yeah. And then we have what we want to
Yes.
accomplish.
Which
this
are kind of
year.
like, in my opinion, acts kind of like into the looking forward to, because obviously if you want to accomplish something, you kind of look forward to it. But
Yeah, true. You have to plan for it anyway.
I would say so, yeah. Anyway, for the favorite game of 2018 and the games we look forward to, I would say we go from 3 to 1.
Yeah, okay, we can do that.
And like
That's
you're obviously
another-
most favorite on top. I think we both know our favorites of like the past year anyway.
Well, I do have a hard time deciding, Colin. But yeah, when you have to cut it down, then yeah.
So you want to go first?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I would say my third favorite this year was Monster Hunter World. Actually,
right.
I really liked it. It was fun. But I kind of, after 51 hours, I just like kind of stopped and got into a hold, and I never really came back, and that's a shame. So that's the
It
thing
has
I
a
want
steep
to
learning
see.
curve though.
It has. I need to get back to it again because yeah, well, that would be nice to actually go back to it. It's a good game. How
It's
about
great.
you? What is your third one?
Well, you're never gonna guess what my third one was actually. Monster Hunter World.
Oh,
Absolutely, it was also on my third place though.
I actually think it's the game that's the only game we have both of us has played this year.
Yes, I
think-
think it's one of the few. Like Jero said in the chat as well, like you need some loyal friends to make the game amazing. I agree with it. Like I played with Jero quite
yeah.
a bit, and it's just fun. Like it's very satisfying how the game in general works. Like it's a grind fest. That's basically the entire premise of the game. What you do is you just grind item monsters to grind their
it's
parts, which you have a percentage drop. It depends like where you actually hit them sometimes. with what weapon, and then you make new items so you can hunt new monsters or stronger monsters.
Yeah,
It's very simple.
I really find it interesting when people try to describe this game, because if it had been a first-person shooter, they would just have called it an MMO light or a looter shooter. But because of
No,
what it
absolutely
is,
no looter shooter. Like, you don't get loot. You only loot their...
You loot the stuff. You loot the monsters, and then you craft from the monsters. You craft the stuff you need. That's small. You also do that in. It's just, I just find it interesting to talk about it, what it is, because nobody can really say what it is.
I think you should leave that for another time, though.
Yeah, that's right. But it's an RPG, and that's fun.
It's a big RPG would be good though. It's great. Like, I love it. It's for me, like, I was never really into grinding games. Although of like my entire top 3 is kind of like grinding anyway, but
yeah, well,
it's like it's just really, really enjoyable. It's very satisfying. Like, every time you do a hunt, I don't know, if you kill the same monster over and over time, for some reason they made it satisfying. The environment and everything, just it feels great.
But it's also because that every different hunt can be different, because they actually made it so other monsters suddenly can interfere.
Oh yeah,
it's
so much fun.
Great when you're like, oh fuck, I'm getting kicked by this one, and then suddenly some big ass flying thing just comes in and just start ripping apart the other monster. Just like, oh shit, okay, I can get away now.
It's usually for me the other way around. Like, oh yeah, I'm owning this monster like crazy, and then that guy showed up.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
All right, now I have to wait. I can fight that guy right now.
That's the other way around. Yeah.
I think it was usually Rathalos that was fucking me over. I have a very bad experience with him.
Oh, not the Rathalos.
Rathalos or Raytheon, one of those two.
Yeah. What was the big ass lion head ish thing?
Wasn't that like the?
Was it the Rathalos? I can't remember. It was like a fire thing.
I do not know.
I don't know. Lion is
Teostra. Yeah. Jero was like an expert on this game.
I really cannot remember. Maybe it is. Yeah. That was a bitch too, because that was not fun. But no.
It was great. Like, I still actually didn't even finish the main story of it either. Like, I really want to get back into it. I downloaded it again. Like, oh man.
Oh yeah.
We just need to start it up sometime though, and then whatever.
I guess we should try and find the time, then go with Jero.
That's because the hardest part, actually.
I actually want to. So yeah.
All right. Number 2. Let's go.
Number two.
What's your number 2?
I really have a hard time. I have like 2 games I would put on number 2, so I don't, because I have Surviving Mars and I have Hitman, and it's 2 very different games. So it's very hard for me to actually say which one.
Well, you can put one in the honorable mentions this year.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. I think I will go for Surviving Mars, just simply because I've put most hours into it.
Okay, yes.
And
it's a good indication, though.
Yeah, exactly. But it's really good games. Just the interesting part is it has evolved so much. It came out in March, I think, 2018.
Okay.
And they have just kept on iterating on it. So what it was in March 2018, I played it here on the 26th. I played it like here in December.
Yes.
On and off, and it has evolved so much, and the flow of the game is so much better and all of that. So if anyone is interested in a survival simulation of a Mars colony, I would go for it now, because now they have a really good way of doing the stuff. They have like events. So if you're like, oh, here's the what is it called, the rocket, or what are they called? They're called the spaceship. Here's a spaceship landing on Mars, and then suddenly they will come like, oh, here's an event. We have seen this and this and this will happen, can happen. So what do you want to do? Do you want to just descend and maybe it will explode and all of your colonists will die, or do you want to stay afloat a bit up there to try and repair, or what do you, so they have like that. They have put in these events, which makes it a bit more like an RPG as well. So there's so many different things they have done to this game. So I would really recommend it to anyone who likes Paradox games. And the good thing about this game is actually it's easy to go into, as because most of Paradox games are like crazy civilization simulations. So it's like Heart of Iron and stuff like that. So it's you really need to be a special kind of person to actually be able to play this game. But Surviving Mars is really good, really relaxed. The only thing I cannot like in it is the freaking music. It's really bad. It's not good.
Oh, Jesus.
So I would recommend to have your own playlist going while playing it, because it's not that interesting at all.
Okay.
But that's okay. That's okay. It's just like that was not the main focus of the game, you could say, and that's fine. That's perfectly. So what is your second one?
Well, my number 2 initially came into early access in 2017, but I put it on my list because I mainly played it this year. And they really, really did change their game this year, like tremendously, in which it actually is awesome. Like, it was great before, but it added a new character. And actually, you have the game as well. My game on my second spot for this year is Slay the Spire.
Oh, yeah.
By Mega Crit Games.
Yeah, it came out in what was it?
In 2017 in early access, and this year it is still in early access actually.
Yeah. But to me, to be honest, all early access games to me, I count them as released because you don't really know where you have them. But
they did change a lot this year, and
I totally agree.
It's like, what is it? It's like dungeon crawler, card builder game. It's just fun. Like, it has a great replayability, 3 characters. If you actually do Slay the Spire, then you at some point you unlock, they call it Ascension, where you actually, the game gets harder progressively the more you slay the spire with a certain character. That goes up to 20 with all kind of like debuffs that you're getting to make it more and more challenging. It's tremendously, I don't want to say difficult, because I don't see the game as difficult, but I make a lot of mistakes. And there's obviously this random part because you don't know what kind of cards are upcoming for you. And it's incredibly fun. I have 126 hours in the game right now. Those are all this year, by the way. And it's great. I love it. Play it.
Yeah.
Or don't.
Oh, I can only say I really hope they will put it on a mobile device. It would be so much better on that as well, because it's one of those games that it's really good to just pick it up, sit and play, and then I distinctly remember when I bought it, because I bought it this year as well in February or something like that.
Oh yeah, for me it was early this year too.
Yeah, so when I started playing it, the first time I played it 3 hours in a row without actually noticing. I played 3 hours in a row, and I discovered it was like 2 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, I remember those times. Oh,
so that's
a good game.
So, to me that's a really good indication of a good game that you actually enjoy, because you don't really think of the time at all. So
you know what game actually does it the worst for me?
Which?
Civilization 6. That game just fucks my time like crazy. Yeah. It's gone. Like it eats it up or something. I don't know. It's like evil.
Oh yeah, but that's because Civilization 6 has this tendency of you
the one more turn.
Just one more turn. Just I can do one more turn, and you don't
One
think that
more
one
turn.
turn takes 10 minutes in the end.
No, it doesn't. But
Suddenly,
if you do like one more turn 100 times, it actually adds up to be like
yeah,
hours.
exactly. That's the thing.
It's horrible.
But yeah, so that's just
That was my number 2, though.
that's good. But yeah,
So-
it's a really good deck building game.
Mm.
Deck building dungeon crawl. I actually like that tone to the game because people want to say, "Oh, it's a roguelike."
It is a
It's like,
roguelike.
yeah, you could say that. Yeah, but it's
Absolutely.
like, well, but the card games have had this definition for years, and that's deck building dungeon crawler. So it's weird to.
It's a deck building roguelike dungeon crawler. It's everything.
It's everything.
It's everything. That's
If
what it is. Why is it not first? Well, because it is everything.
It's everything.
So,
well,
what is your
yeah.
number unos, Mr. Lance?
I actually think it will be Yakuza 0, even though
What a
it's not really
surprise.
that's not really a 2018 game.
Well, you played in 2018.
Yeah, exactly. But it's more like a 2015 originally. So
But it got re-released this year, right? Steam.
It on Steam it's a real PC release. Yeah, it's so that's why I actually count it in as well. But no, I just love it, what it does, and I guess that's what all of the Yakuza game does. They have like this small neighborhood in I cannot even remember what it's called now. What the city is called now?
Japan.
Osaka. I
Oh,
cannot
Osaka.
remember.
Yes.
Now Kamurocho, that's in Tokyo, and then you have another. I cannot remember, but I think that's in Osaka. But anyway, it's just like it's so condensed, but everything is left in. So when you progress through the game, you just log up the whole thing, and it's just nice. It's
Yeah,
just
it
good.
goes from like city to city, right? So you'll have like this entire city that you play in, you can do whatever. And
No,
then
no, no,
you
no, no,
progress,
no.
and then you go to the other city, or you
No.
gain access to the other city.
No, Yakuza 0 has two storylines. So
Of course
far,
it does.
so far they are totally separate. So they and that's because I have not finished it yet. So I have not seen it actually if it actually becomes one story at the last point. But with 54 hours in, it's still like I have one guy in one city and one guy
Yes.
in another city. But I'm so bad at remembering all of this stuff, and I can see I have not played this since the 10th of December. So yeah,
Ooh, you need to get back in there.
I need to get back in and get the main story wrapped up. But it's just like everything to me. It's just it hits the nail. So right now I saw they are coming out with the game Judge Eyes, I think they will call it, or maybe I cannot remember. But it's more or less like a spin-off of the Yakuza games.
All right.
Games where you are like this private detective with who can do detective stuff, and he has like special eyes to see.
It's kind of like the other side of Yakuza, or is it like in the same type of like just the same genre of game?
It's the same genre of game. It's the same way. It's actually
Story heavy RPG.
portrayed. It's going to be portrayed as in Kamurocho as well. So they will. This whole franchise is more or less just situated in Kamurocho, which are this made up Tokyo Tokyo district or something.
Okay,
like
yes.
that. So I guess Judge Eyes is going to be in the same. It looked like it was the same because it looks the same.
Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe they use the same like sprites, and maybe they're actually gonna do it in like in the same type of city, and maybe do a new story or something that maybe like weaves in there with the other one. Doesn't matter.
Oh, they will do this because it's really looks like it's going to be as a shit ton of of just. I think Sega is just trying to milk this cow as much as possible because they also came out with this game called Fist of the North
Let's go back
Star.
to Yakuza 0 itself, though.
Oh yeah, but yeah. Anyway, that's probably my best one this year.
I think you played it most as well this year.
No,
You
I
did
have
not?
played Monster Hunter World more, almost the same
Oh,
actually. So
okay.
and I have been playing Overwatch a shit ton lately. So and actually I'm just jumped into Vermintide too. So
Oh yeah. You said that actually, yeah.
so I do have a lot, but I really want to emphasize that these are very different games all the time. So it's the feeling of wanting to play different kinds of games all the time. So I guess that's why I didn't come back to Yakuza.
Well, possibly, yeah. But yeah, I was actually
But yeah.
personally looking at Yakuza 0 as well to play. But then, well, I had too many games already.
Oh yeah,
But it was actually on my list this year that I was like, oh yeah, I kind of want to. I really, really did.
if you like fighting games with
I do
a
not
lot
like
of
fighting games
stuff.
at all. That
No,
was
no,
like
no, but-
my part, like, alright, I do not like that part of it, but the rest of it is awesome.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because
Specifically the
what
side
I-
quests.
what I wanted to say is this is story driven to the maximum.
Oh, yeah,
because especially in the beginning.
That
it's
was
a
my
true
selling point, though,
Japanese game.
for sure.
Oh yeah, but especially in the beginning, it is a true Japanese game because you will sit for literally like 15 to 20 minutes just watching a cutscene.
Love it.
So,
I love
so you
doing
have
nothing.
to go into that. Yeah, but if you love that, that's a good thing because some people don't like that, and that's.
Oh, I understand why people don't like it.
Oh yeah. But it's just I don't want to sell a game to anyone who can come back and say, "Oh, you didn't say." It would be like, yeah, well, that's like the main point of it. So yeah.
True.
How about you?
My first game. Well, the game that is first on my list. You know exactly what game I'm gonna say anyway.
Oh yeah. I know. I just
I
wanted
think everybody
to
knows
say it.
in chat as well. But it is also not my most played game, which actually I think is Slay the Spire this year. Very possibly. But it got a solid second. The game on first for me that honestly brought me the most joy and got me into maybe something new. Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom. And it's actually beautiful because the game got released this year. I finished it. And they actually released their first DLC past December. So that's the double whammy, I would say.
Oh yeah, so you just got everything out of it.
Jero said that surprises me. I'm surprised what Jero thought was going to be my first, though. Ooh.
Don't you think he's more like
Sarcastic? Possibly,
Yeah.
though. He's being Jero. God damn it, I hate him so much now.
exactly.
But Ni no Kuni 2, like, I played that game so much, and it is possibly the first... Well, I don't want to call it a hardcore JRPG. It is a JRPG. It has active combat, though, instead of turn-based combat like most JRPG has.
Yeah, it's an action game, right? Action.
Yeah, it's
more
action.
like
The fights are action-based. Correct.
JRPG.
No. The story and everything is still JRPG.
No, yeah, but JARPG. So there's no turn-based combat. All of it is action-based combat.
Yes, doesn't matter.
So yeah.
It's still a JRPG. There's no A in there. God damn it.
There is.
Don't
because
bully.
It's action.
Don't
It's
bully my
action.
game. Stop the bully.
I'm not.
You're
No, I'm
bullying
not
the game.
bowling.
But no, it was like the story was lovely. It was wholesome. I just fucking loved it. It's one of the first games I kind of went to 100%, which I obviously didn't do because I cannot do that. Like, I know I can't, but I got pretty far in the game. Like, I remember me after clearing or finishing my playthrough of the first, or like from the base game, I was just keep playing it because I want to get like to do more stuff in it.
That's really good, actually. That's a really good thing.
So I remember this honestly being maybe even the first, or at least one of the first games for me that actually got me post game. Like some games, most games don't even go to the end for me. So that was already good for me actually to get to the actual.
Oh
end.
yeah,
I
totally
finished the actual game,
Yeah.
and then actually post game do a lot as well. That was really cool. Didn't do most of it because I got distracted or other stuff was going on, but yeah, I still need to finish the DLC though. I'm almost there. I'm actually at the end boss right now, but he is really really strong. I probably need to like grind up my characters a tiny bit, get some extra like better weapons, and then finish it off. So yeah, that was my.
Well, sounds great. Good. That's really good. So that was the favorite games of 2018.
Oh yeah, we special notices actually, or special mentions.
Oh yeah.
I have one.
True. Yeah,
I have one.
Yeah.
Let's make this short actually. My special notice this year is actually a 2005 game, but 2015. Sorry. But I played it this year. I did a playthrough of it. I also finished the main story, nothing else. And that is actually The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to mention this because I played this game for the first time this year. Finally got around to it. And it's just a great game. So it's fucking awesome. Like everybody is hyped about it. And they rightfully are.
Oh, yeah, that's good to hear. That's really nice to hear.
But yeah, this is something I played this year. And I know it's not from this year. So that's why it's in my special.
Yeah. Well, to me, it's like Hitman 2. Hitman
Oh, yeah.
2 is a very special, honorable. It's one of these games that it's a shame that people are not more into stealth games, because this is like the wacky out of it's not. If you're buying Hitman 2, you're not buying it to be like a serious hitman, like oh, I'm going to do this and be all kind of serious, because everything is silly in this game, and that's the beauty of it. So I really want to do that. Oh, and another quick one.
Yes.
Subnautica.
Oh, that finally got released this year, right? Officially.
Oh, yeah, it was released in February, and it's coming out with a what is it called? A DLC.
Oh, it is going to get released in upcoming February?
No, it was February 2018, but they are working on they are working on a DLC
for Ice, right?
For what?
An Ice DLC or something? Or
yeah,
deep?
I think it is. Yeah, Ice. Yeah, exactly. Something deep. Yeah, I guess you're going deeper. You have to go deeper. Of course you have to go deeper. So that's interesting, especially because I installed it again a couple of days ago, and I don't know if it was a bug or what was going on, but my game suddenly had a multiplayer mode thing.
I don't know. They might actually add that somewhere.
No, but that's the thing, because I looked at some other accounts, because it was when at the LAN party I installed it. And then I installed it on a couple of other computers we had up there, just to look, can we play it multiplayer? And the button was not there. So I was like, I'm like,
interesting.
That's interesting. If they're going to put in, and they have not really done it, and I just got a freaking glitch.
Maybe they try to. Yeah, I don't know.
I have no clue, because it sounds like it could be cool to like swim around in the ocean and just like. So yeah, that's my honorable mentions.
So for the rest, I feel like we should kind of speed it up a bit, because we're already like 40 minutes in out of an hour. We cannot keep it short. So we're gonna like.
What are you looking forward to?
Yes, look forward to. All right. Is it actually proper English or whatever? I think it is. Beautiful. I can do this. All right. I'll go first this time around. So on the third spot for me, And I had a hard time picking three. Like the first two for me are definitely like, oh damn, son. The third one is kind of like something I'll be like, and that for me is Sea of Solitude.
Oh, yeah. Sea of Solitude.
Yes,
That's,
it is.
It's not the. It's not the. It's not the tentacle one, right? No.
No, it's this like weird girl, and it's super. I don't know. Like the art style intrigues me tremendously. It's about this monster girl, and there's like monsters. They're still pretty vague about it. I watched the trailer a couple times already, and I'm still like, ah. I think the first time they showed the trailer was like, not last year. I think either the year before that.
No, it was this year. It was E3.
They showed it
this
this year too, but I think they
Yeah.
showed it prior to it as
No,
well.
no. It was all new this year. Nobody had
really?
heard about it. Yeah, it was.
That was my mistake. But
But
it
yeah,
looks
but-
interesting to me. It
Yeah,
just
it's going
it
to
honestly
be.
does. Like I love the art style. It is for me a big thing in general. Like art style in games. Like if they nail the art style, kind of like in Grizz. Like if they
Oh,
nail
yeah.
it like that, I'm like, oh man, I'll just look at it and I just walk through your game for hours and just admire the art style. I just love that shit.
Yeah, that's totally fine. That's good. It is an interesting. I have no clue what it's about because
I don't. I know
Especially-
kind of, but it's like I'm
no,
not sure what
but-
the
but-
gameplay will be.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Not even when I looked at the E3 announcement when this I think it was a German lady standing and talking, and first of all, her English was
Not great.
good. Yeah, well,
I don't know. I don't
She
remember
used
it
the
anymore.
right words in the right way, but she has like this. She had this heavy dialect like I have, so it's hard to actually understand what's going on.
Possible, yeah.
So what's he talking? And on the other side, she you could hear she was an artist and not like a game developer. So I didn't really get a lot of what was this.
Well,
game
maybe
actually.
the focus on the game is more on art. But let's go to your third one because otherwise,
Yeah, well, I find it more. It's I like the journey more than.
we can
like it.
discuss more
But-
about it later, though, which is fine.
Oh yeah,
With
yeah,
chat.
true. With chat, I actually think my third.
Yes.
My third. I have again. My third is split between two, which comes from Devolver Digital. Mostly because I am not sure which one will be best.
Well, what are you looking forward to most right now? That's what it is. It's not about being best. You don't know.
No,
It's a gamble.
But that's the thing. I cannot really see what I'm looking forward to the most. But my friend Pedro has been the first one who came out, who was meant.
I've seen it
find
actually. Yeah.
So interesting, because it's more like okay, let's just
Why? Why do you find this interesting? I'm curious. Like,
because okay, you have to kill all of these guys, and it's like a 2D perspective, and everything that's in it is interactive. So it's silly to say that it looks like something you actually would find on what is it called on one of those free gaming sites, you could say.
no,
But it's
I don't
just
think
like-
it doesn't look that bad though. Like, it doesn't look like my piece of cake at all. Like, this is a game I will absolutely not play for sure.
No, but I just like it.
It looks
as a-
interesting,
it's,
though,
It's a
but-
trick shooter, and I just like the whole idea of having a trick shooter instead of having, has
The
to
serious
be
one.
like, for example, Celeste. It was a really hard game, and everybody loved it for that. And this one, the entertainment value of the game just looks so enormous. It's so fun because you're just like doing all of these crazy stunts and jumps and all of that. I don't think it would be a good Twitch game at all, unless you are a person who just like sits and laugh your ass off. But I really think it's a game that you can have a lot of fun with for at least 10 hours, maybe. And
I don't know how long it will be actually, but yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it depends on how it will be. I have only this trailer to look at, but I just find it interesting. So that's my number 3, I guess.
All right. All right. Well, my second one, and this is going to be a huge surprise to everybody again. Maybe that is actually on second and not on first, but Ori and the Will of the Wisp.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely love Ori and the Blind Forest.
Going to be a cash grab, you know.
I don't give a shit. I want to play it. I want to play it right now.
Transaction. Oh, do you want the skill? 50
Oh,
bucks,
no. That's not how it works. No, absolutely not. Don't fuck with my game. Like, I played Ori and the Blind Forest. Like, I finished the game 6 or 7 times right now.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love everything about it. And I watched the trailer, and I was praying to Jeebus that it was looking good. And oh my god, it was looking so good. I'm so excited. It looks like basically the same as Ori and the Blind Forest. Something new here and there, but it doesn't look like a new game. And I don't want it to be a new game. I want it to be kind of like the same experience that I had with Ori and the Blind Forest. And I feel like what I have seen is that it's exactly what we get.
Yeah.
So I'm a very happy man.
That's good. Good to hear.
Also, everybody, play Ori and the Blind Forest. It's great. I'm not biased at all.
No. Do you have a number 2 game that you're looking forward to?
That isn't my number 2 game.
Oh, what was your number 3 game?
Sea of Solitude.
Oh yeah, sorry, I totally forgot about Sea of Solitude. It's because it's a Sea of Solitude.
Yeah, it's too much solitude for you.
Too much, yeah.
So, what is your second option?
Well, I think it would be. I think it would be maybe Anno 1800. Just because I want to look at it, I want to feel it, I want to see if they have done something with it.
It looks so advanced, though. I've seen this, and I just don't want to play it. I don't want it to ruin my memories of Anno. And I think, honestly, they went overboard and they made it too difficult, because that's what those games do all the time. They make it too damn bloody complicated, with all these weird options in there. I just want a simple bloody Anno.
No, yeah, but that's how it is with Civilization Sims. You could say you need to have a lot of different options and or else everything will get stale very fast. Just like you have the option actually to fight a war, even though it's not the primary aspect of the game. So. But
I remember in Anno 6 and 02 you could actually also do war as well, which was it was part of the game, because everybody colonializes stuff or islands, and then maybe they have resources you want to have as well, so you actually just wipe them off the island and then settle yourself there.
But you can also go a more diplomatic way, you could say. So I think that's just what I meant about having different options. So even though they have a lot of options, you're not. I wouldn't say you are forced to use all of them. But anyway, I'm more interested to see what will happen with Anno 1800, because I would love to actually see a really good Anno game again. It could be nice.
It's been a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, it has. I cannot really remember when Anno 2205 when it's from.
I don't know. Didn't play.
I think it's from but I think it's from it's old as far as I remember, because it was from around 11 maybe. I don't know.
Well, possibly though. Doesn't matter. And I know 1800. It looks good, man. It looks good.
Looks interesting. Nope. 2205 is from 2015. Okay, so it was.
That's not long ago.
No, it's not. Well, anyway, first one.
First one. Actually, you might have this one as well. I'm not sure when it will be released, though. It looks super fucking interesting to me. All right, I'll just go out with it right now. Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I don't have it on the list because they don't have put in a release date, even though there's rumors going around that they will announce it in the last part of this year.
Possibly though, but it's something I'm looking
And
forward to, and it looks incredibly
oh
fucking
yeah,
insane.
it looks crazy. It looks really crazy. It's did you see that you could have like ricochet bullets?
It's like
So
there is so much in there. Like it's from the makers of
Mhm.
The Witcher Wild Hunts, which was absolutely incredibly insane.
Oh yeah, but also I really like I'm really intrigued by the idea of your progression is not tied into a level, skills, talent, and stat builds. It's more tied into what do you install in your human body. It's just like that's
It just I don't know. It fascinates me. Like even if the game is like not what they show it to us, what they show us to be, I honestly think that this could actually be a new defining game a game that defines like a new history in gaming because it is
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
something
Totally
not
could.
new, but it's something so immense. It's something so crazy. If they pull it off, it will probably. It's just I don't know. They've been working on it
Yeah.
forever as well.
Well, if they actually manage to pull it out this year and put it out this
Oh no,
year,
I don't care about this year. Like I
no,
want
no,
it to be
no.
out whenever it's good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's true. But what I was going to say, everybody's talking about Red Dead Redemption as the game of the
Oh,
generation.
absolutely not. No,
I actually think if Cyberpunk comes out in this
that will be
generation and it runs well and everything is good, I think it will just like blow people
that will
away.
be yes. I think so too. I think this will be the game of the generation. If it is what we see it is, right? Like if it
Oh, it
is
has, it
actually working
has.
the way we see it, and I honestly really hope so. Like as I said, like it's the same developer or like the same creator as like
Mm-hmm.
The Witcher,
Yeah.
and they made that like game work really well as well. Yes, it was very hard on PC. It still bloody is, but
Yeah.
it works really well. It feels good, and man,
Yeah, as far as I remember, the combat was a bit janky, but that it was okay. It was not bad. It was good enough for what you were going to do. So
like
as
story-wise, it
long.
was absolutely phenomenal.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I will not argue with that on that point at all because first of all, I've not played the whole game through, so
Mm.
it's hard to say anything about the story. But still, it's still. It's still like how everything is also explained and how the yeah voice
Well, you
casting
could
is
actually get
going on.
more explanations
It's
if you go
just
for the side quest as well. But that's enough about my game of the generation.
Hmm.
Um, let's go for your number one game.
Oh, this is not going to be the game of a generation, and I actually think it will not be the game of the year at
Doesn't
any
matter.
any stretch. But to me, it's still the Outer Worlds. It is
The
a
Outer
game
Worlds.
which just
Oh yeah.
yeah, which just came from nowhere and just popped up and just hits a lot of the interesting parts. So it has all of the RPG things. It has, if it has anything that looks like a
Ooh.
good fighting system, I would be glad, be happy. It doesn't have to be. To me, it's like this is not a triple A production which has been hyped for over half a decade, like Red Dead Redemption 2, but it's like this is actually a game genre which has been underrepresented for years, and it could be the game that actually shows EA and Activision that look, single player story driven RPGs is actually still a big thing. It is good. You can do it.
Lance,
Yep.
thank you. I totally forgot about this game. And this game is
Ah,
awesome. I'm looking
I
forward to this
actually,
as well. By the
I
way,
actually thought you didn't want it because when we talked about it the last time, you were not
oh, I'm
that.
not that excited about it, but it
Oh,
looks really good.
oh,
And
yep.
also, it looks like Borderlands to me, and I like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
I'm not
there's a
sure what
lot
my
of people
critic.
who
I'm
has
really
said it.
curious, like what my critique was back then, though, and why I think
I
differently right now.
I think it was. As far as I remember, it was more like I actually think the first thing was I just dropped it on you like a bombshell. Like this
Mm,
is a game. This is a really good game, and you had like, yeah, well, it's not. Uh, I think you had to look at it and maybe see a bit more about the game before you could make like a true decision. Because I guess sometimes you feel like it feels like you have the same like me. I really don't want to give too much of a positive before I know what we're talking about. So maybe I don't know if that was the thing. But
well, we'll see what it will be though.
oh
I'm
yeah,
kind of scared
it's
they're overhyping it though, or it gets
oh
overhyped. But no, they're not
don't
they're overhyping it, but it gets overhyped by
no
people.
yeah don't overhype it because it's not going to be a Witcher 3
Oh no,
go.
it looks
That's
interesting,
That's
and
not what it is. It's going to be an interesting game with some interesting mechanics. It has like this dump option, so you can play the whole game as a stupid grunt, just saying dumb things all the way through. But it also seems like it has like a different
mm,
story wise. You can do whatever you want. You can kill people. You can don't kill. Stop killing people. It's not like there's really think they have focused most of the assets on or resources on actually making a true ending game in some sort of way, or at least the journey to the end is way different than maybe if it's only one or two endings, that's fine. But if the journey can be done in a million different ways, I'm perfectly fine with that.
all right.
Yep.
Let's put a lock. Oh my god, I cannot do stuff.
Oh, Jero is warming up for the text chat. That's going to be interesting.
Oh, we're gonna talk shit.
Oh, yep. So, but yeah, so that's the.
Mm.
So let's go do the personal looking forward to in 2019. What do you look forward to in 2019?
All right, I have like two main things actually. First of all, I'm gonna go 1 month to Japan. Like, how can I not mention that? Like, that is something that will happen.
We're going to mention it from now on till you are gone, and
Probably.
when you come back, you will talk about it. So that's fine.
Probably, yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. That's something I'm obviously looking forward to.
Oh, are you going to Kawasaki in Japan as well? The Kawasaki game arcade.
The Kate?
I cannot remember if it's in Tokyo. I don't know where you're going in Japan though. But
Well, I'm going to 6 cities.
Yeah.
I'll be like almost 2 weeks total in Tokyo, and I'll go to Kyoto, Hiroshima, Osaka, Niigata, and I'll go to Sendai. In that order, actually, and then back to Tokyo for like 1.5 weeks still. So just a couple days Tokyo, just to like acclimate myself, get like all the stuff that I need. Book like train tickets to the other cities, and then do the rest. But yeah, obviously that I probably will talk forever about it, so I don't really have to say much about that either. Actually, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, I'm going. Yeah,
And there's one more thing actually I'm looking forward to. Maybe two. Let's put one first. After my holiday, I am going to a bit more seriously look for an apartment. Right now, I'm renting just one room, so I have a roommate, and not that it's like inconvenient, but I don't know, like an entire like apartment for yourself is just a bit more chill. And like where I'm right now, it's kind of like hard to get one in social rent, which is like a very long waiting list. It takes approximately 7 years. And I think I'm actually hitting I think we're actually like either year 6 or 7. So that there's a very good chance that this year I can actually get there. And the ones I'm looking at actually like a bit shorter than 7. So I think we're Gucci in the area. So yeah, I'm excited for that as well, obviously.
Yeah. Oh.
And I really hope that Hatsune Miku is coming back to Europe and then I'm gonna go there too. But so far there's no information on there, so not excited yet.
Well, yeah,
That's it
I
actually.
guess they would.
They
If
might.
it was a good one, then yeah. Well, yeah,
So that's it for me for now actually.
yeah.
What are your points for this year, or you're looking forward to points?
That's the thing because I really don't have anything solid I'm looking forward to. Um, I'm looking forward to actually try and find a job, so that would be great. But
It's more something you want to accomplish, more for the next point, I would say. Right?
yeah. Also, but those two ties in together.
You also
But
look forward to it.
I don't really have anything right now which I am looking forward to because I don't really have any plans yet for anything this year at all. So
Okay.
besides I have to find a job.
It is important too. Oh yeah, and I might actually see Jiro again this year, so that's going to be cool too.
Oh, great. That's nice.
It's a lot of stuff.
So-
A lot of stuff going on this year. All right. If you don't have lots to look forward to, what is it that you want to accomplish this year? Which is the last thing of this day.
Well, to accomplish, I actually think this year I would try to accomplish some more streams in the streaming thing. I would actually try to see if I can make sure if I can try and do some YouTube videos. So while I'm job searching, just have something to do. And I'm actually also trying to look into how to make my own business.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because I was interested in trying to make like a business of virtual reality events. So see if it was possible to like go in and make like great events for bachelor parties and what is it, confirmations, I guess they're called. We call them that in Danish anyway.
All right, that's
So
interesting.
different rites of passage, you could say. So yeah, that's
That's pretty cool,
what I
actually. Yeah, I love like the own business thing though.
Yeah, it could be interesting to actually, because if that would work out, I would not have to write for or what is it called? I would not have to
Look for a new job.
commute. No, I would not. Yeah, also, but also I would not have to commute like 30 to 50 kilometers each way every day. That's kind of annoying. I would rather want to work close to where I live.
True. Well, yeah, kind of makes sense.
So yeah. I guess that's what I want to look at.
Okay.
And what I want to accomplish in some way. So yeah, that's it.
That's it. All right, nice. Well, then I'll go finish it up then. There's actually 2/3 things, but just, like mainly two. But the second one is kind of like in two parts. Now, I did my homework today, Lance.
Oh,
Maybe a bit too much of it actually. So the first thing I actually want to accomplish is I want to finish at least one course/study this year. It will be a course/study of approximately 3 months. So it is not too much. It will be like a self-study as well. It will be official. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's probably very likely going to be in online marketing.
so
because I
it's
want to improve myself a bit and actually get something for it, if that makes sense, like something to show for it.
So is it going to be like so me or just SEO or what when you're talking about online marketing, there's like some different ways to go, you could say.
No, this is like just a study to in like the entirety of it. Actually, it actually does have some AdSense. It does have some SEO even. Like also some like slightly. It isn't even. I believe it even has email marketing. Like all kind of stuff. Like even some of the other ones, but also some newer ones like social media marketing and video marketing. It kind of like wraps it all up in there. I'm just really curious like what it contains, and I'm just really curious in the matter in general. And I think, like, definitely in the current climate, it will actually benefit me regardless if I'm actually going to do something in that field or not.
Yeah.
So that's one, and maybe do a second one. I was also thinking about going into maybe do some app development or anything like that. But so far, this is actually the one I feel like most compelled to do, and I feel like it will actually also have the most value to me.
Oh yeah, indeed, it would. It would also because all kind of online marketing you can use it anywhere because
Nowadays,
everyone
it's
needs.
crazy.
Everybody needs. You cannot have a business without having any sort of online marketing.
Online
today.
marketing is the thing now, yeah.
It's literally impossible.
So that's great. That's one. And I just want to keep doing what I do. Like, I'm not really one for New Year's resolutions. I don't really think the New Year is special. For me, obviously, like we can talk about the games in the past year and the stuff we look forward to upcoming year. Like the tax year ended, so you have to like do your taxes upcoming year for the past year again. Other than that, so far, like it's just another, other week, other day, whatever. But I do want to just continue the path I've been taking with like self-improvement and just, I don't know, like I just feel that in the past, specifically the past like couple months, like 4 or 5 months, I have made great improvements in myself. Like in anything I do, I feel more energized, I feel way more happy. I actually get stuff done. I plan more, I write more, I do more, I have more energy. So yeah, I just want to keep going on with that as well.
Yeah. Well,
It's something I want to like accomplish. It's just like I think I wrote down improve myself. So it's kind of like just keep that going and improve myself even more.
Yeah. Well.
And outside of that, obviously do more YouTube videos, which I want to focus on a bit more right now, which I tried to do prior. And I've actually done a lot of recordings. I have done quite some writings, and I just try to find my way in it. And so far, I just haven't found it yet. So I'm not like putting any hard numbers in there. But yeah, I'm just excited for it. And more streams, blah, 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 blah. You know how it goes. Blah, the usual.
Yeah. Totally. I get that. So, yeah.
Any finishing words about these topics before we head into chat?
No, not really. It's just having a good time. That's actually what I'm just looking for. A good time.
It's chat time. I just call it chat time. I'm not sure if that sounds good. It sounds great. So let's head into chat, which mainly is Jero right now, to be honest. Let's be honest here. So Jero had his like top 3 games of the year. Dungeon Maker, which is a mobile game, Graveyard Keeper, and Monster Hunter World. I don't think we have to go into Monster Hunter World there.
No, but Graveyard Keeper is really an interesting thing, I would say, because it's this procedurally generated thing where you're having a shop in the daytime and in the nighttime you have to go into a dungeon to get all of the stuff you need in your shop. And No, sorry,
that's not Graveyard Keeper.
That's Moonlighter. Moonlighter. Sorry about that. Yeah,
you're like completely wrong here.
Yeah. I totally am. I totally am. But no, Graveyard Keeper as well. From what I have seen of just managing a graveyard.
Yes, it's interesting topic.
And it's kind of it has a dark side as well because you're actually harvesting the bodies for stuff. To craft stuff, as far as I understand, so it looks pretty deep in what you can do.
I like it because of it. Actually, I think it's daring, and just the right amount of daring. It's not too crazy.
No, it's not. Even though, as Jared says, it's macabre. It's not like disgusting. It's not like, oh, this is just some psycho going nuts in the graveyard.
It's just like really uneasy jokes. I think that's like, I think honestly it's one of the charms of the game.
Yeah. So yeah.
Dungeon Maker Mobile Maker, I have no clue what it is actually. But it sounds like something where you can make dungeons.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is, so I cannot really say anything about it.
It's like a dungeon simulator, by the looks of it.
Yeah, I guess it's like RPG Maker, just on a
No. You
mobile.
don't make dungeons. I don't think so. A dungeon defense.
A
That's yeah.
dungeon. So it's like a tower defense
No,
in the
a dungeon
dungeon.
defense.
Oh yeah, but that doesn't really make any sense. Dungeon def. Right now, I'm looking at a dungeon. I'm imagining a dungeon like in dungeon, like what is it called? The one where you have like where you are like the overlord and you are making goblins making a dungeon to attract heroes to get gold and put in all kind of
It looks
stuff.
interesting actually. It doesn't look like my type of game at all, but it looks really cool actually and really cute.
Yeah, well, it's really good. I have not been able to like pick it up because I'm still looking for Jerry.
Huh?
Oh yeah, but
Oh, I think I lost you, but no, you're fine.
No, I just wanted to have a look. I just couldn't find it.
Oh, I have Dungeon Maker Dark Lord iOS Android gameplay.
Yep, here it is.
So you take a look at that. I'm actually going further in Jero's like nice little cheddar who's though. Games to look forward to in 2019. The new Rebel Galaxy. I've never heard of it actually. I'm curious.
Rebel Galaxy.
Alright, I do not look forward to this at all. Like, I don't even know what it is, but it's space, and I do not like space.
Oh, is it?
Like, it turns me off.
Rebel Galaxy. Oh, is it? Is it the one where you can play it on different levels? You can play it like a 4X and go all the way into playing it first person. It looks like it.
No. Space naval combat, basically. Space combat. Spaceship combat, I think. I'm not sure what. I can't really say anything about it, to be honest. Like, for me, space games are no go. So that part like turns me off. And yeah, that's honestly it.
Oh yeah.
So
well,
I can't really say anything about it game wise, to be honest.
Yeah. I only have to use in 2D. That's why I put the naval there. Oh yeah. Okay. It just looked like you could zoom in and out, but yeah, I didn't. I have not looked into that game at all.
I'm looking at this next one actually already as well. Or
yeah, what is that?
the Alaskan Truck Simulator.
Oh, so it's more truck simulator. That's a good thing. But just like the farming simulator, they're picking up as well. So just truck and farming. That's
People
great.
like trucking, people like farming. Not in real life, just in games.
Oh yeah, but well, imagine a world where you're doing the truck simulation and
But
it
actually driving an actual truck.
Yeah, then the truck is actually like being driven by a gamer, and when the gamer is going to sleep, another one just pops in and just drives the truck some more. And the same with the farming. Just it could be really good or really bad because, well, some people tend to be jerks. The Monster Hunter World Ultimate.
Yeah, the G rank.
Oh, it's the new. It's the new DLC, right?
Well, I know their DLC is different. It's like an Iceborne is the DLC. That's different. I don't think that's the G rank.
No. Okay.
Wait,
that
look.
makes sense.
they should tell me if my input actually controls an IRL truck, since I speed it a lot.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Oh no, Iceborne will actually add G-Rank in it though, by the looks of it. But also
Yeah,
adds
so-
an ice map. Looks interesting
Okay, yeah, but
though.
just because it says Monster Hunter World Ultimate, it sounds like okay, this is like a re-release. And
No, but back in the
let's
days, it might have been
see.
called Ultimate.
Oh yeah, well, Ubisoft calls all of their, but they have like 10 different kinds of Ultimate editions. So
Yeah, I got you,
okay.
Jero. He just calls it Ultimate because their add-ons were usually named Ultimate. Yeah, I gotcha. Mi comprendo, compadre.
Get it? I'm actually interested. He had the honorable mention of Resident Evil 2.
Yes.
That's going to be interesting as well, as it's not as much a remaster as it's a remake.
An actual remake.
It's an actual remake. As far as I understand it, it's an actual remake. First, I thought it was like a remaster, but then people who has been playing it says like, well, you would actually call it more like a remake because there's a lot of stuff that has been expanded upon compared to the old games. So it seems like a totally new game, even though it's Resident Evil 2. So it's the same story, more or less.
It's the same. I think it's the same game, like the same maps and all that kind of stuff. But they actually
No, but
made
the
new
maps
models?
has been the maps. Yeah, but the maps has been expanded. If they just made new models, it would just have been a remaster. But they have apparently they have made some of the story a bit differently, and they have made some of the levels. They have expanded on the levels, so they actually are bigger than they were before. But I do not know how good or bad it is. It's just that's what I've heard. So that's interesting.
Oh, I'm not sure what people will. Well, we'll see what people think about it whenever it comes actually out, though.
Well, yeah. Well, if they went in and actually looked at the story and looked at all of the potential issues which has been in the story and tried to correct them, I hope that people would embrace that, because, well, they have had like what? When did Resident Evil 2 come out? It came out in
I don't know, actually. No.
in the end of the 90s or what?
It is always dangerous to remake a game in a series that has so many deep lore fans. I think so too, actually. Yeah. It might actually come back to bite them.
Oh yeah, it is. It is very, very dangerous. It's okay to remake it, or you could say make. It's always okay to make it better.
1998.
If you don't go into the lore, because then it's easier. The problem is if you go into the lore, maybe there will be something in the later games which will not add up because of what you've changed in this game. So
No, I don't think the changes might be that impactful. I'm not sure what the changes will be though. I think someone is probably going to make a video of it, and that we can see.
Oh yeah, of course. I have no clue. The only thing I know, what I've heard people talk about, is there's like a sewer. That's sewer.
Yeah.
And the sewer is apparently not that big in the original game, and they have like made it bigger and put in some stuff, so there was actually stuff in it.
So that's what I don't like. I don't think people will like that a lot.
I don't know.
I'm not sure if maybe like there's stuff in the lore that they didn't put in the game because they couldn't, and now they have. That might be interesting. Well, it was already in lore, and then maybe like, you know, stuff like that might be okay. But I'm just curious like what they will do with it.
Yeah, exactly. It's nobody really knows. So yeah. Yeah. Still have the original CD here for Resident Evil 2. Funny. My new PC won't even have a CD, DVD, Blu-ray drive.
Oh, mine has a Blu-ray drive though.
Yeah, but that will it be able to read a CD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blu-ray is like backward compatible.
Oh, that's good. At least that's a good
Or
thing.
at least DVD. It has DVD
Yeah,
rewrite in there. Actually, no, I
but
can actually
but
I can actually
CD,
burn DVDs. Super cool.
but CD and DVD is two different formats, so
True.
that's
Well,
interesting.
the point is more
Uh,
like it was actually in my old PC, so that's why I still have it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it
oh,
either. But it
no,
was in
that's
there,
fair.
so why not take it out of there and pump it in here?
Yeah, of course.
That was more of like the call.
I would have done the same. That's for sure.
There's no need to not do it. There's no good reason for it to not. Oh my god, yeah, I'm sorry for the yells. Like, my throat is like so crappy today. I did it a lot with 3.2-inch diskette discs. The floppy disks, right? 3.5 inch.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a floppy disk. Yeah,
I think so. I don't really know. I might be wrong though.
Well, if it is a floppy disk, that's
That is old school as
that's
fuck
good.
though. I love it. I remember
Oh
those.
yeah, I still remember like the Commodore. What is it, Commodore 500 or something like that. We had one of my friends had one of those, and we had this driving game. It was like a Formula D game, and I think it was 16 floppy disks we had to put in to play the game. It was crazy. It was so big, that game, and the floppy disk was so small.
It's interesting though. Like, oh man, technology come quite some time, quite some ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. But that's also why I found it interesting to look at the.
Never used floppy, so I might not know and just misinterpret it. Also, I did not English at all back then. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, 5-inch or floppy disk. Oh, you have different type of floppies though. I
Well.
don't even know. It doesn't. Nobody cares. This doesn't matter. This does not matter.
Well.
Is there anything else we might want to add? Actually, Jero, I have actually not much today.
No, I don't have a lot either. I just saw Steam came out with a release to me right now with a game called Medieval Kingdom Wars, which I've apparently have put on my wish list or something like that. And I just had a quick look at it, and it actually looks quite interesting. It just came out today. It was released today.
Okay.
It's quite amazing. It's released today, and it has already 991 reviews. I wonder if it has been in like early access or something.
Possibly
like that.
though. Yes, it sounds like it, or it's just popular.
It has, but it is very positively. People are very positive about the game. Looks like.
What was it called again?
So, just a second. I'll just put it in the chat.
Hey, Earned,
Oh.
have you gotten 100% in Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom DLC? Mishi, I have not.
He's a slacker.
Shut up.
No.
I'm not going for 100% though.
But
It actually got released today, yeah. Holy fuck, this looks like, what the actual?
Yeah, Medieval Kingdom Wars. It's like it says like it's a fusion of RTS and grand strategies. So where the total wars are more like not even grand strategy. What? This game is just I can see why I've found it intriguing, but I have really not tried to follow it at all. but it looks. I think what I actually think what would make me hook on this game. What the hook was is it reminds me a bit about do you know the old Stronghold games?
I think I remember them, but I have never played them.
No, yeah, okay, but well, I get some kind of a vibe of an advanced version of the Stronghold games from this, especially because they have another there's something called Stronghold. I cannot remember what it's called, but it's more like an RPG, or more like yeah, I cannot remember what it's called. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't really appeal to me. I understand why people like this game. By the way, guys, we're that just got in. We're talking about Medieval Kingdom Wars that got released from early access to full release today.
Yeah. So yeah. Hello, Red Hot Chili Pop. That's a nice name.
Hello there. Anyway, anyone has anything to say about the topics of today, the favorite game of 2018, and the games that you look forward to in this upcoming year?
Oh, do you have an achievement you want to do within
me?
No, chat. You already said what you want to accomplish this year. So yeah.
I want to accomplish nothing.
Just want to play some good games.
Just want to curl up and
going to be some good games
to sleep
this
every
year.
night.
For some reason, I'm not some reason, but actually, everybody is like they're still trying to be hyped around Anthem, and I'm just waiting for the disaster to strike.
What do you mean?
I really think that Anthem is going to be a nightmare to look at. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be interesting in some
Anthem,
way.
Actually,
it's going to be very generic, but it's going to be there's going to be a lot of controversy as well because it's EA. So even though right now it's Activision who has outdone themselves.
To be fair, and it looks really cool. I'm excited for what it is going to be. I'm also really curious at what it's going to be, though, because it just, it could be good, it could be bad. I hope it's good, but I'm very, very bigly worried, mainly worried it's going to be bad. And it's going to be bad because of microtransactions. It's like EA, you said it, we know what's going on.
Oh yeah, but that's also the thing because right now we have seen the best kind of microtransaction coming in right now because in Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty, if you want to, you can actually through microtransactions you can buy a dot as a crosshair. So instead of just putting it in as normally you would do, you can choose different kind of crosshairs. Yeah, you can buy it for $1.
Of course you can. That's so the best crosshair too. Right.
But it's just like it's like a dot with a blank pixel inside. So it's like hello. So yeah, I would probably actually like to play with it, but it's just like no, don't do that. Don't do that because right now if it's going to fly, then what we're going to see is we're going to see Anthem just like we can monetize game mechanics. And game aesthetics, better, way better.
After day one sales are not on par with expectations. I'm just reading Jaro's thing here, and I can bet you day one sales will not be on par with expectations because their expectations are probably going to be through the roof. And even though they're hyping it up like crazy, I don't think their sales can ever be on their expectations like FIFA or whatever other fuck games they make. Because I'm sorry to say, EA has been dropping the ball greatly on game development, and they have been, they have a freaking degree in money grabbing.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. The same
with
Activision.
Twice as caught. I know, right?
But yeah, well, Yeah, it is. But that's also, I've actually seen a couple of YouTubers trying to do the prediction of 2019 is going to be
Huh?
the downfall of most of the big AAA companies. I don't really believe in that, because if that should be, then it would be like a whole community of millions of people stop buying the games, and that will simply not happen.
No. You know what? People
Uh,
don't care.
oh,
Specifically, like people that are casuals, they don't read about this, they don't know about this, and they don't really get involved in this either
no,
because
but
they just play it casually.
it's hard to get involved, actually, because when I started in 2014, when I started on actually caring about all of this, I was like, okay, so where do I go? And there's like a huge sum of YouTubers right now. That's good, because when I started looking into what is the gaming news was all about the releases, and that's it. There was all of the critiques and all that was on a sub level. So we need all of these people who think in a critical way. We need them to actually get some more exposure in some way. Simply put, because we need somebody to actually be able to talk
Well, I
for.
disagree with you there because if people were interested in it, then they would get the exposure. They basically, in my opinion, they get the
Yeah, but
exposure they deserve.
oh yeah, but it's still hard, and that's you can clearly see it. That's the good thing right now, because you can clearly see it. Most of the people I followed, when I started to follow them, they were
Hmm.
like at 200,000 or something like that. Right now, most of them are up around 600,000.
Yes.
So there is a rise going on in the exposure of these with these people. It's just, I find it so interesting. It has been so hard to actually find the active critiques in gaming, because on the streaming side it's very hard to actually find them as well, because everybody is like, oh, this is a good game, even though it's like, nah, it's, come on,
On
you
the streaming side,
just
it's
say.
live. It's different. Like I
Mhm.
honestly, my opinion is like on the streaming side, you don't want to complain too much on stream because people don't like complaining.
Yeah,
In a
exactly.
video, in like a video on, for example, YouTube or any other platform, you
Mhm.
can be very specific with your opinions, and you can actually um, give like a very good comparison to it. People just hate. Okay, all right, good point, Jero. People love complaining, but they hate it when other people complain. You're right,
Yeah, yeah,
but damn it.
yeah. I totally get it, because, but that's actually the thing about having a constructive talk about what's going on, because you can actually. That's the thing. A lot of people don't like. They don't see the interesting part in. You can disagree and hate it with all of your heart,
Yes.
but still sit down and be not be aggressive about stuff, because I really hate how EA and Activision what they're doing, but if they actually turn around and stop doing all of the bull crap, I
Um.
would actually start to reward them again, because it would be like, well, you're doing something good now, so keep on doing that, my little lap dog. But that's not what's going on right now. It's just like, well, let's give them all of our money. It's a
Yeah,
shame.
you know why? Because it works, and as long as it works, they will keep doing it.
Oh yeah. I totally agree on that part.
So, in my opinion, like the game industry kind of changed because it's not as interesting to take risk anymore. Because, well, it basically became normalized,
No,
and therefore, yeah. No,
yeah, they
aggressively hating the
became they
Dutch.
bec they became a normal company, and normal companies has they don't really aggressively hating the Dutch soccer national team. It's just my German language that makes it sound so much like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
well.
German language is basically angry Dutch. To be fair.
Oh yeah, you could say that as well. True. But anyway,
Jawohl.
it's just like ooh, what?
No, he said, Jawohl!
Oh yeah, jawohl.
No, it has to be like, you have to just shout it because Germans shout all the time. That just went racial. Very, very fast. I blame Jero.
Not well. Germans are not a race. So.
Ja, das ist gut, ja. Beautiful, Jero. Keep going at that. I can do that though. Oh.
No, well, anyway, I'm looking forward to see what 2019 will have. I really hope it's going to be the year of the indies, where a lot of the indie games who takes a lot of risk, they actually get rewarded. So
I think they already did. I think last year was kind of like Game of the Year of the Indies.
Yeah, but
Wasn't
I want to see more success, especially the publishers like the Devolver Digital.
That's not an indie game developer, isn't it?
They're a publisher and they're only publishing indie games.
My bad.
So you could say that's
okay.
more or less.
Gotcha.
Just like a Sea of Solitude is an indie game, even though it's EA who actually does it. So EA can be good guys because they also put out this year. They put out what is it called? The prison escape game.
Prison Architect?
No.
The Escapist?
Nope.
Something else.
Jero, you have to help me now. But anyway, that game, you bought the game for 20 euros, and 2 players could play it because you had to play 2 players. So it was like a co-op game. So that was just interesting. That actually did that because I would not have believed EA would have done that, but they did.
Interesting. I kind of want to wrap it up though for today. I feel like
let's do it. Jawohl.
There's not much else. Is there any last words? Oh my god, that sounds really horrible. Already like on the 3rd day of this year.
No last words. We're going to
I have nothing to say to. I need to pee like so bad right now.
Okay.
Anyway,
please don't do it in your chat.
No, I'm not gonna pee in chat. Jesus, that's disgusting. a way out.
A way out. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that game. People were really excited about that though. Yeah. It looks really cool too. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for listening, for chilling with us, for talking. I'm really curious what you think of this new setup of first focus on the podcast / talk, and afterwards the specific chats. Once again, have a great 2018. And Lance, thank you for talking.
Yeah,
you're beautiful.
You too, man. That was great. It was good. It was good.
And, well, next week we're going to have a different topic. Still, patent's still pending.
And everyone is more than welcome to throwing in a topic at the Discord if they want to.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
It would be great if they did that, because then maybe we could have like
probably
a
need a podcast suggestion channel at that point. We'll fix it. We'll make it work.
No, yeah, if there's a lot of people who actually do put in, but also just like it's okay to have a discussion in the Discord as well, because then
discussions are always good though. Yes,
it's a good thing.
Once again, thank you. I love you guys, and I will see you guys later, or we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks again, Lance. Bye.
Bye.